So first, let me say that polling is hard. A lot of people don't want to answer polls, and they see a call coming in from something that's a pollster, and they're like, no way am I answering that." But for Iowa, there is one pollster who, for decades, gets it right, and that pollster is Ann Seltzer, a pollster out of Michigan. And in 2008, when she issued the last Iowa poll, she polls mainly for the Des Moines Register. When she issued the last Iowa poll that showed that Obama was not going to just win against Hillary and Edwards, he was going to win big. Most people are like, "Really?" And it turned out Obama did win big. So Ann Seltzer really does understand Iowa and its electorate. They get her poll gets an A rating from 538, an agency that what they do is rate polls. She's A. So in the most recent Iowa poll that she did for the Des Moines Register and NBC, it shows that 43% support Donald Trump, and Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley tied at 16%. Now, on January 15th, we Iowans are going to be bored. We Iowans who are Democrats are going to be bored. We have to decide, are we going to stay home, or are we going to try to get a sane Republican a chance to battle for the nomination against Donald Trump? And the only two people that meet the qualifications of sane Republican that have even remotely a chance of getting the nomination both happen to be from South Carolina: Nikki Haley and Tim Scott. Tim Scott has decided to pull out of Iowa. His super PAC has already pulled out. The only way you're going to see Tim Scott in Iowa is if there's some cattle call event and he comes to it. That's the only way you're going to see Tim Scott in Iowa. So my message to my fellow Iowa Democrats is that we can't sit on the sidelines. It's not hard to go to a Republican caucus and to caucus for Nikki Haley. We can do it. It's totally legal. I've done it in 1996 when Bill Clinton was up for re-election. I did it in 2012 when Barack Obama was up for re-election. We are allowed to go to the Republican caucus. You have to register as a Republican, or actually you can register as a Republican on site unless the Republicans change the rules, which they can and probably will. But then you can change back to being a Democrat immediately after. It's okay. So, yeah, my message to my fellow Democrats is January 15th is not that far away. We have to coalesce around one person that we think one sane Republican. It's obviously not Ron DeSantis. I think it's Nikki Haley, but I'm open to suggestions. How do we organize? How do we have an impact?